Hey, sophomores. We are now officially starting Unit 1. So I wanted to kind of share with you what we're going to do in this unit and what our end project is going to be. So that way, as we're working through our project, you are having the end in mind and you can be pretty clear about like what you need to be collecting as far as information and ideas and what you need to be doing so that you can do a great job on that summative assessment, which is like a test level assessment. It's the big thing. So you can see this document I have in front of you. Our unit is cultural perspectives. And so we're really just looking at how authors use words and perspective in writing to kind of show us experiences and things that we otherwise probably would not be able to experience. And so, because we can experience words and, well, we can experience life through words, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So our essential question, this is the thing that your final project is going to aim at answering, is how am I impacted by studying cultural perspectives that are different than my own? So we are going to read a novel in this book. It is our only whole class novel for the entire year. And that novel is called Things Fall Apart. And that should be in your folders already. You can start reading that when you want to, but you'll have about 4 weeks from the time I start officially assigning it to when it will be due, which gives you about it's 200 pages roughly. So it's about 50 pages a week. So it's not a horrible reading like schedule to get that much done. So that's our text, Things Fall Apart. We'll be reading various supplementary materials to kind of layer in with that are related to the book to hopefully help you make sure you understand context in that particular work. Now, what we are also going to be doing is focusing on some very specific learning goals. And so I want you to independently use strategies to make sense of text. So that's a reading skill we're going to be focusing on. Impact of perspective or point of view as a reader and as a writer. So you're going to notice it in Achebe's work, and then you're going to use it in your own writing. And then I can use accountable talk to effectively communicate. We're going to be doing a lot of discussions on the book and kind of talking back and forth. And so I really want you to be able to make sure that you can do so in a professional manner. And that's just what we do. You know, we communicate and we figure out how to do so effectively and with our best, most professional senses. So our summative assessment is going to have 3 parts in it. Our initial thoughts, which is why you've done the unit preflection here at the beginning. So that is what we are going to be focusing on is, what do you know about that culture? What are your initial kind of ideas about that culture before we start reading Achebe's description of Nigerian culture and life in Nigeria. Then as we work through it, the second part of your summative writing is going to talk about what you took in during the unit that helped to kind of enrich in your understanding. So if you're encountering something new for the first time, it's going to have some kind of impact on the way you think. And so I want you to kind of pay attention to what are those things that stick out to you and how you perceive things and why do you think those things are sticking out to you. And so that's what you're going to be doing for the second part. And then the third part is really answering that essential question. And so after looking at what we've done, after thinking about where you were at the beginning, you're going to reflect on how your thinking has changed. And you're going to describe not only what your thinking is, but why, like what you think helped to kind of modify that. And there's no way to encounter something new without having it impact some of your thinking. It could reinforce some thinking you already have, and it could change your thinking completely. So you need to make sure that you're really being open-minded to kind of experiencing and deciding how that really is happening for you. So it'll be a writing, and I'll put this overview in the link for you so you have a general idea. But it'll be a writing of 1,300 to 2,500 words. You'll edit it. It'll be a formal piece of writing that we'll add to our portfolio, which we'll talk about at the end of the quarter. But that's what you're going to be doing. So as you're going through this particular unit, I want you to really think about this idea of culture, how you define culture, what you understand about culture and perspective related to that. And then we are going to really dig into how authors use words to help our minds make sense of perspectives that we don't actually learn, we don't actually experience. But now, because the way that they use the words, now we can feel as though we have experienced this. So I hope that helps you kind of get a head start on what we're going to be doing this unit, and helps you kind of, it helps inform you on how you're going to be looking at the texts that we look at from here on out. Thanks.